Hey guys, so I got this sick new interior cleaning gun from Adams. I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be great for getting into those crevices that you can't really get into on the interior, and it'll make a really quick job of it. You can really load this thing up with anything. You got, your rinseless wash, you got interior cleaners, you can do carpet cleaner, really whatever the heck you want. And I think that makes this a really powerful tool, especially with the attached on, jugulate here. One other thing cool, One other thing I really like about it is the weighted ball. This is such an obvious thing to do, but so many cannons and just jugs in general don't have that kind of technology. And I think it's a really smart decision. You can get to the bottom of your container without having to be on the exact level axis of where it's sitting, where all the liquid's sitting at the bottom, because it'll move with the bottom of the container, which is super nice. So let's fill this thing up with some rinseless wash. I'm gonna try it out on my door jams today. I have no idea if it's gonna work well, but door jams are honestly really annoying in my opinion, and I wanna see if this will really do anything. To start, I have this McKee's rinseless wash here, which I love this stuff. I've had it for so long and I've only used this much. You really don't need a lot, and it works really well on cleaning your car's paint. With McKee's, it's about a 1:64 ratio. I think that's what I use personally, but they even recommend going as low as 1:256. I usually do about 4 times that. I'm gonna get about 1/4 ounce here because I'm gonna load this thing up with 16 ounces. You can't even tell there's anything in there. That's how little of this stuff you need to use. All right, so now I'm just gonna get about 15 ounces. So I've got my little air compressor here. It goes up to 150 PSI, 2.5 CFM, which is not enough to continuously run the gun. So I do have to take pauses and breaks, which is fine because when you're using the gun, you're going to stop and then wipe up the surface, which gives it enough time to regenerate its PSI. Got the tool set to about 100 PSI or so. I believe they say it should run it from 85 to 120. So I've just got it at a little bit higher, especially for a door jam where there's gonna be a little bit more dirt in there. One thing I'm noticing that I don't really love about it already is it doesn't sit on the ground well. It's about to fall over at any second. So when you're using this, you're probably gonna have to keep it propped up. Okay, so right away with the door jams, you see I got a little bit of water residue. It should be pointed left to right for it to be open. If I go back in, you can see that it has sort of taken care of some of the dirt, but it looks like I'm still gonna wanna wipe it up anyways. And this isn't that dirty of a door jam to begin with, but kind of curious when we get down to more of the area where the tubes are and stuff, it'll help a little more. Because that stuff you can't really get unless you're using a brush. So you can see with these tubes, there's quite a bit of dirt on them. So I'm gonna see if this kind of helps or not, and I'll give a report after it's dry. Immediately, I'm definitely seeing it has helped, but you're probably still gonna have to wipe. So I've given it a couple minutes, and you can see it's actually pretty clean compared to before. It's not perfect, but I think if I took a little bit more time, I could get it really to look really good. I'm surprised with those results. An interior cleaning gun doing pretty good work on a door jam that I couldn't really clean that well. So I just don't think that the air it pushes out is really enough to agitate most of those surfaces that I would want to use this for. So we're gonna try using this on the pedals now. I love the way this stuff smells. I got this interior detailer from P&S. It smells like cherries, man, straight from the candy factory. The pedals aren't honestly that dirty either, but we'll kind of get to see a little bit of the impact of this on that. Damn, that's gas. Straight up vaporized that interior cleaner. Holy shiz, that's kind of awesome. So you can see there's plenty of it applied, and it's actually applied really well. So I'm just gonna spend a little bit of time wiping it up. That actually is phenomenal. Woohoo! That is the most clean I've ever seen these things. That actually really did a good job. I'm impressed. Holy beans. Okay, so this is a bit of a weakness. So this joint right here, it just wants to undo itself. So I've got to use some thread locker on it. Just something to keep in mind, guys. It is leaking. All right, so before we get my thoughts on this, can I get a drum roll, please? All right, so what do I think about having an interior cleaning gun? I guess it would really depend on your situation. If you have a steamer, I would almost say there's no need for this, but this was a lot cheaper than a steamer. I guess it depends. If you have a compressor, then it wouldn't be cheaper. This tool here cost me 60 bucks, which is actually not that bad for an air cleaning gun. When I bought this one, the Tornado, which I also really like this one a lot, this one was 80 bucks. I can't really remember. And the Adam one comes with a whole juicy gumdrop factory where you can store all your liquid. Compared to a steamer, I think this has about the same amount of applicability. I'd say it's almost a little bit hindered, because if you take a steamer, like it'll clean those cracks and crevices like right away. But with this product, you're gonna have to still agitate after, because the air isn't gonna really do anything but maybe push some dust around. So I'd say this is probably really nice for carpets. Get the carpet cleaner on there while you're removing all the crusty debris. I think that's where this product would probably really shine. I kind of used it for 2 use cases that I don't think Adam's really intended for, you know, with the pedals and the door jambs. But I just wanted to really test the limits of this thing and see what it's capable of, because if it can do foot pedals, then it can really do, you know, 90% of the interior, and that's kind of what I wanted to gauge. I'd call this product a success. You don't have to get the one from Adam specifically. I got it because it was on sale, and it was actually like a really good price. It was 60 bucks for this thing. It's not like I went into financial debt for this. I enjoyed making this video, and I'm definitely going to be using this in the future. I hope you guys have a good day and you enjoyed this video, and as always, no, I'll just see you guys later.